everyone, and thank you for joining us for the Grant Park Music Festival's 2020 annual meeting and season wrap-up. My name is Paul Winberg, and as president and CEO of the Grant Park Music Festival, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome our festival friends, board members, staff, and musicians, all of you who make it possible to produce every summer one of the most unique and exciting music festivals in the world, right in the heart of our great city of Chicago. We thought what better way to open our program than with one of our favorite festival guest artists, Vadim Gluzman, and his wife, pianist Angela Yaffe. Thank you for that spectacular performance. 2020 has definitely been a remarkable year for all of us. The challenges we faced as individuals and as a society have felt at sometimes almost insurmountable. At the same time, those challenges have inspired the festival to rethink our approach to programming and to reimagine our work for a digital age, and always propelling our mission forward, making classical music performances free and accessible to all, and to enrich lives through the power of music. In spite of a summer where we weren't able to gather in Millennium Park and in neighborhoods throughout the city, we maintained a steadfast commitment to building audiences that reflect the rich diversity of the city and to connect with friends across the globe. Tonight is an opportunity for us to share our achievements and to express our gratitude to those that have steadfastly maintained their support of the festival during this challenging year. In that spirit, I want to start by recognizing and thanking our amazingly talented and hardworking administrative staff, the unsung heroes of the festival. As you can imagine, like all performing arts organizations, the festival's administrative staff was significantly reduced this past year. For those in positions we were able to sustain, staff readily stepped up to take on new and increased duties and responsibilities. I, along with the board of directors, are indebted to them for ensuring that the festival closes this fiscal year with a balanced budget and is powerfully situated for a triumphant return to Millennium Park in 2021. My thanks and gratitude go to Hannah Lehman, Jackie Snutcher, Emily Canham, Jen Naun, Jill Hurwitz, Alexis Lacey, Noelle Morris, Chris Collins, Hillary Mercer, Melissa Hilker, Linda Oper, and Michael Shelton. Also, a big thank you to Aaron Miesner, Carrie Schaefer, and Aaron Gottel. Of course, the strength of our organization is directly tied to a strong group of board members, for which I am also extremely grateful. The festival board is made up of an incredible group of individuals who, through their generous financial support, thoughtful stewardship, and a shared passion for our mission, make the festival bolder, more diverse, and more relevant to the cultural and civic life of our city with each passing year. Finally, I want to thank our superb board chair, Steve Smith. The entire organization has benefited tremendously from his outstanding guidance and leadership this past year. After 4 outstanding years of service, Steve will be stepping down as board chair at the end of the month. We'll share more on his tenure later in the program, but thank you, Steve. There's much to share, much to celebrate. We'll hear more from Steve, our nominating and governance chair, Adam Grace, and membership and development committee chair, Eileen Freestead. But before we get to their reports, let's hear some more music. This time featuring another festival favorite, soprano Janai Brugger and pianist Christopher Reynolds. Before launching her international career, Janai was a member of the festival's Apprentice Chorale and Grant Park Chorus. She last appeared with the festival as guest soloist in our performances of Haydn's Teresa Mass. Please enjoy.
Amazing, just beautiful. Thank you, Janai and Christopher. Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Smith, and I proudly serve as chair of the Grant Park Music Festival Board of Directors. As part of our annual meeting, I have the great privilege of providing a quick year-end financial summary and facilitating the remaining business of tonight's presentation. As Paul mentioned, the COVID-19 pandemic profoundly impacted the festival this fiscal year. Not only were we forced to cancel an entire season of more than 250 public performances and educational events, either at the Pritzker Pavilion or in locations across the city, but we were forced to trim our revenue and expense expectations by 60% and to shed 28 full-time and 40 part-time seasonal staff positions. With the help of a Paycheck Protection loan, the festival was able to provide some financial relief to the members of the orchestra and chorus who, for the first time in the history of the festival, were unable to safely rehearse and perform together. The loan also helped us sustain a core full-time staff throughout the summer months. Founded to make live classical music free and accessible to all, the pandemic challenged the festival to find new ways of serving our community. As a result, we were one of the first performing arts organizations to quickly shift gears and produce a virtual season we titled Festival Remixed. Using archival video and previously broadcast performance material, we created a season of online concerts, pre-concert lectures, master classes, and a weekly radio retrospective with partner station Classical WFMT. We also produced a weekly children's activity book that connected young listeners to our summer programming. Through Festival Remixed, we attracted over 12,500 online views and more than 129,000 radio listeners from around the world. Thanks to the work of our development and membership committee, led by Eileen Freestad, the festival's fundraising response to the pandemic was the creation of an Encore Fund, a campaign to raise $2.5 million to ensure that the festival will end this challenging year with a balanced budget and a strong position to return to Millennium Park in the summer of 2021. As of today, and with your help, we are well on our way to beating our $2.5 million goal before December 31, the official end of our fiscal year. Eileen will provide additional details on our fundraising success, but I want to offer my thanks and gratitude to our individual, foundation, government, and corporate donors that helped us maintain a strong financial position during this unprecedented year. We are also indebted to the Chicago Park District and City of Chicago Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events for their support. Finally, during the first quarter of this year, we were fortunate to receive a $1 million endowment gift from an anonymous family foundation. We also approved a staff recommended transfer, totaling $500,000 of unrestricted net assets to our board-directed investment fund. At the end of last quarter, our combined invested funds totaled $6.4 million, up from $4.4 million at this same time last year. This assures the future of the festival. Special thanks goes to Kate Donaldson and Jerry Goldstone for their leadership of the Finance and Investment Committees. With our free admission policy, unique downtown setting, and friendly, informal atmosphere, the Grant Park Music Festival brings people of all backgrounds together in the shared experience of great music. These past months of social distancing, isolation, personal loss, anxiety, and civil unrest have frayed Chicago's social fabric, and we are ready to help our fellow Chicagoans reconnect through the joys of concert going and with one another next summer. To that end, I want to recognize and thank board members for spending time together over the past year to expand their knowledge and understanding of the critical concepts related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Through our work together, we have reasserted our commitment to building a nonprofit institution that truly reflects the diversity of our city. It has been a great privilege for me to serve as board chair for the past 4 years. And although I will be stepping away from my current role at the end of December, I will not be stepping away from the board and my steadfast commitment to the festival. Like all of you, I look forward to the summer of 2021 when we gather again in Millennium Park to celebrate great music in one of the world's great cities. And now, let's welcome back Vadim Gluzman and Angela Yaffe with a spectacular Rhapsody on Figaro's aria from Rossini's Barber of Seville. Wow, that was spectacular. Thank you, Vadim and Angela. We now turn to Festival Board Vice Chair and the Chair of our Nominating and Governance Committee, Adam Grace. Adam will walk us through the business portion of tonight's meeting, ratifying the board class of 2023 and our 2021 officers. Adam?
Thank you, Steve. It's been an honor and privilege to serve as the chair of the Nominating and Governance Committee, and I'd like to begin by thanking the committee members for their work this past year. They include Amy Boonstra, Jamie Fadum, Mike Farrell, Michael Fader, LaRue Robinson, Shelley Rosenberg, Brian Sedlak, and Maureen Sullivan-Taylor. Our board bylaws state that directors shall be divided into 3 classes, and each class shall consist, as nearly as may be possible, of 1/3 of the total number of directors constituting the entire board of directors. My report begins by recognizing the festival's board class of 2023, all of whom were unanimously elected prior to this presentation to fill 3-year board positions. Mike Cusick. Mike has been a member of the board since 2015. He currently serves as chair of the festival's Government Affairs Committee and is a member of the Executive Committee. Mike will be serving his 3rd term on the board. Rhoda Sweeney Drucker. Rhoda has been a board member since 2015. She currently serves on the festival's Government Affairs Committee and will be serving her 3rd term on the board. Paul Freeling. Paul first joined the board in 2015. He currently serves on the festival's Finance Committee, and he will be serving his 3rd term on the board. Eileen Freestad. In 2003, Eileen became one of the festival's charter board members. Eileen currently serves as chair of the Membership and Development Committee and is a member of the Executive Committee. She will be serving her 7th term on the board. Adam Grace, that's me. I've been a board member since 2014 and will be serving my 3rd term on the board. Tom Hansen. Tom joined the board in 2018 and currently serves on the board's Finance Committee and Investment Committee. Sandra Kamen. Sandra began her board service in 2018. She serves on the festival's Membership and Development Committee. She will be serving her 2nd term on the board. Jill Miller. Jill became a member of the board earlier this year, filling a 1-year vacancy. She will be serving her 1st full 3-year term. Tom Orlando. Tom is being elected to the board for the first time. He is a founding shareholder in the firm Foran Glennon. He concentrates his practice on insurance and appellate law. Tom is also a certified public accountant, and prior to pursuing his legal career, worked at the firm Price Waterhouse. Tom is a governing member of the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, and until recently, a board member of the Chicago-based International Music Foundation, where he also served as board chair from 2014 to 2019. LaRue Robinson. LaRue joined the board in 2018 and currently serves on the board's Nominating and Governance Committee. He will be serving his 2nd term on the board. Beatrice Mensah-Tewi. Bea is being elected to the board for the first time. She is founder and CEO of Sibley Energy, a sub-Saharan oil and gas company. She is an economist and investment strategist. Prior to establishing her own global business, she held executive leadership positions at several Fortune 500 companies, including Pfizer, Hoffman LaRoche, and Johnson & Johnson. Bea currently sits on the board of Chicago Sister Cities International. Karen Zupko. Karen was elected earlier this year to fill a 1-year vacancy. She will be serving her 1st full 3-year term. On behalf of the Festival Board of Directors, congratulations to all. Before we wrap up, I want to thank and recognize 3 individuals who are retiring from the board at the end of this fiscal year. Peter Bogger. Peter retires after 12 years of board service. During his tenure, Peter served on both the Nominating and Governance Committee and the festival's Government Affairs Committee. Chris Foster. Chris served on the board for 4 years and was an active member of the Membership and Development Committee and the Government Affairs Committee. Michael Fader. Michael served on the festival board for 6 years and was an active member of both the Nominating and Governance Committee and the Finance Committee. He and his wife, Sally Fader, successfully chaired the festival's 2017 awards benefit, honoring arts advocate Ginger Meyer and Cloudgate sculptor Anish Kapoor, raising more than $500,000 to support festival programming. On behalf of the festival family, I thank all of our retiring board members for your outstanding contributions to our organization. I'd now like to ask our current board chair, Steve Smith, to present the slate of officers for the 2021 season.
Thank you, Adam. I'm pleased to announce that prior to today's presentation, the board unanimously confirmed the following individuals to serve as officers for the 2021 fiscal year. They are as follows: Board Chair, Adam Grace; Vice Chair, Kate Donaldson; Treasurer, Jerry Goldstone; and Secretary, LaRue Robinson. On behalf of the Festival Board, I thank you for agreeing to serve in these leadership roles. Congratulations to all. Now let's move to a fundraising update from the Chair of our Membership and Development Committee, Eileen Freestad.
Thank you, Steve. I have been very fortunate to lead our Development and Membership Committee during a time of incredible fundraising growth for the festival. From 2011 to 2019, the festival's philanthropic and in-kind revenue nearly tripled, growing at an unprecedented annual rate of more than 17% each year. Of course, 2020 has been a very different year for us all, and raising money has been more complicated without the ability to host in-person events, such as our awards benefit, which has been a very important fundraiser for the festival. But thankfully, one thing has not changed. Festival donors and members have remained dedicated and very generous. As Steve mentioned earlier, this year, the festival has received an outpouring of support from our community. And on behalf of our board, staff, and musicians, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone watching right now and all festival supporters. You have made it possible to navigate this year's challenges from a position of strength. Following the cancellation of our season, you responded by generously preserving your membership contributions and making additional donations. And when we launched our $2.5 million Encore Fund campaign, you responded with outstanding support. More than ever, a bright spot has been the festival's board members. Each and every one of you stepped up and demonstrated tremendous dedication to the festival with your giving, and your contributions have made all the difference. Collectively, board giving to the Encore Fund is projected to reach at least $640,000 by December 31st, with the average contribution this year totaling over $17,500. Every board member deserves recognition for their generosity, but some of you have gone above and beyond. Many, many thanks to Bob Buford, Nancy Demlow, Michael Fader, Jerry Goldstone, Shelley Rosenberg, and Steve Smith. And other board members have successfully inspired others to give to the festival this year. Thank you to Amy Boonstra, Kate Donaldson, Paul Freeling, Tom Hansen, Sandra Kamen, and LaRue Robinson. I'm also thrilled to share that the festival has received over $1 million this year from our corporate and foundation donors. To the festival's lead corporate sponsors, William Blair, Abelson Taylor, and BMO Harris Bank, thank you for your amazing generosity and flexibility. And thank you to Ameriprise Financial, CIBC, Epstein Becker Green, ComEd, Periscope, and Jones Day. Your support is greatly appreciated. It is important to note that we receive this crucial corporate support because our wonderful board members are great advocates for the festival at their companies. For this, I would like to thank festival board members Michelle Burston, Carrie Bucci-Hewlings, Margaret Cameron, Mike Farrell, Lisa Tesserick, and Brian Sedlak. And to our foundation partners, thank you for standing with us this year. the festival is the grateful recipient of major support from the Walter E. Heller Foundation, Paul M. Angel Family Foundation, MacArthur Foundation, Sage Foundation, Julius N. Frankel Foundation, Smart Family Foundation, Mazza Foundation, and the Lloyd A. Fry Foundation, thanks to Colleen and Lloyd Fry. These foundations and others have contributed significantly to our strong results this year. Additionally, and as Steve mentioned earlier, a very generous foundation that wishes to remain anonymous contributed $1 million to the festival's endowment fund earlier this year. This support will play a pivotal role in ensuring the festival remains a thriving tradition for future generations of Chicagoans. I am immensely proud of what we've been able to accomplish together this year. We are very, very close to reaching our Encore Fund goal, and we know we can get there if giving continues to stay strong through year end. And again, thank you everyone for your exceptional support. We deeply appreciate your commitment to the festival, and we look forward to reciprocating by uplifting our community through the power of music for many years to come. Before we close out our annual meeting, it is my pleasure to honor our outgoing board chair, Steve Smith. Fortunately, this is not goodbye, just goodbye to the chairmanship. But if you will bear with me, I'd like to take you down memory lane first. Over 20 years ago, I had the good fortune to work for the late, legendary Lois Weisberg, the commissioner of the Department of Cultural Affairs. Lois added the Grant Park Music Festival program to the department's portfolio at the request of the Chicago Park District. This collaboration utilized her department's unique talents to support the festival's mission and hopefully ensure its future. Lois was a visionary, and the Grant Park Orchestral Association was born. Her vision for the festival led to a true public-private partnership in the new millennium prior to the festival's move to Millennium Park. But Lois's vision would not have become reality without future leaders who shared the same vision. We here at the Grant Park Orchestral Association have been blessed by the leaders that followed in her footsteps. And Lois would applaud Steve Smith for his shared vision and passion for free concerts in the park. When Steve joined the board in 2013, I noticed he kept a low profile and quietly assessed the strengths and weaknesses of the organization before offering his opinion. When he spoke, you listened. He asked thoughtful questions and provided wise counsel. We both worked on the long-range planning committee, and I got to see what a great collaborator he was, always putting you at ease through the hard work to make the right choices for a critically important plan for the festival's future. And always, there was his great sense of humor and fun. 2020 may well be Steve's finest hour, as the festival faced the realities and upheaval that the pandemic presented. As a member of the executive committee, I saw firsthand leadership in action. Initially, we had to plan for the unknown. Would there even be a season? If not, what kind of programming would we be able to provide? What are our financial considerations? How to navigate the Paycheck Protection Program, collective bargaining agreements? How best to coordinate with the Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events, the Chicago Park District? What is in the best interest of the staff, musicians, artistic leadership, sponsors, patrons, members, and more? Through it all, Steve ensured that all of us, the board and staff, kept our focus on the long-term stability of the organization. The staff was amazingly creative, and Festival Remixed, a virtual season filled with broadcasts, master classes, lectures, student activity books, and webcasts, kept the festival front and center. We have achieved our fundraising goals and stayed within the revamped budget. We are well positioned for the 2021 season thanks to Steve's guidance. At our annual meeting in 2016, I honored our previous board chair, the late Chuck Kirst. I remarked on how lucky we had been. But when Steve agreed to take on the challenge of board chair in 2017, He quickly made all of us realize that our luck had not run out and we were in great hands. Steve is a successful businessman with his heart in the arts and culture of his city. He understands that business and the arts are inextricably intertwined. Our president, Paul Wimberg, said it best. This was a natural fit for Steve. And what a great team they've been over these past 4 years. I would be remiss not to thank Steve's wife, Linda, for sharing her husband with us and sharing his passion for the festival. And to Steve, we owe you a debt of gratitude for everything, but mostly for reminding us all that our shared passion for the festival and the arts is essential, in your words, to build a better society. And now to thank Steve for his many contributions, we'd like to offer this brief musical tribute in his honor.
Well, that's a wrap. We're so glad you could join us for the Grant Park Music Festival's annual meeting and season overview. Many thanks and congratulations to the new board class of 2023 and to our new officers. And many thanks to all of you who, through your generous support and friendship, help bring the festival to life each summer. On behalf of the Grant Park Music Festival board, staff, and musicians, I wish you all a happy holiday season. Please enjoy some holiday cheer with Janai Brugger and Christopher Reynolds performing this seasonal favorite.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times